You can be a total winner, even if you're a beginner. If you think you can, you can. If you think you can, you can. You can take a C up to an A. You can make the great athletic play if you think you can. You can wear the gold medallion. You can ride your own black stallion if you think you can. It's not your talent or the gift of birth. It's not your bank book that determines worth. It isn't in your sex or the color of your skin. It's your attitude that lets you win. You can profit in deflation, redirect the nation, free enterprise, celebration. If you think you can, it doesn't matter what you've done before. Little difference with the halftime score. It's never over till the final gun. Is there one? You keep on trying and you find you've won. You grab this dream and then believe it. Go out and serve with passion. And service and value, you'll achieve it.
A graduate of the U.S. Naval Academy with a doctorate in human behavior, Denis Waitley has coached champions in every arena, from Apollo astronauts and prisoners of war to world leaders. From 1980 through 1984, he was chairman of psychology for the U.S. Olympic Committee Sports Medicine Council, helping American athletes achieve our country's best performances in the 1984 Olympic Games, winning a record number of gold medals.
Denis Waitley and his program can truly help you tap into the champion within you, and it is within all of us for sure.
In addition to his work with athletes, Denis has helped thousands of people off the playing field. Students and educators, entrepreneurs, and Fortune 500 companies like Microsoft, AT&T, and General Motors, among scores of others. As one of America's most prolific and best-selling authors, Denis has been called the most listened to voice in the world. His books and audio programs have sold over 20 million copies in 12 languages and 30 countries, generating over $100 million in sales. As a leading authority on personal development and founding director of the National Association on Self-Esteem, he's been featured in countless newspapers and magazines and appears regularly on radio and television. The Washington Post says Denis has Vince Lombardi power in a Bob Newhart personality. USA Today says Denis Waitley's mission is to tell people they have more control of their destiny than they believe. The Philadelphia Inquirer said the 2 years he spoke to an NFL team, they lost only once and won the Super Bowl twice. And the Asian Wall Street Journal says Denis has the best-selling business book in Mandarin Chinese so far in the 90s. He's a devoted husband and father with 7 children and 10 grandchildren, and one of the world's most sought-after speakers, appearing at up to 200 engagements a year, where over 1 million people have attended his seminars.
In today's world, success is measured in terms of performance. Being the best at whatever you do is the mark of a champion. And I've spent my lifetime working with some of the greatest athletes and high-performance individuals in every field. And I found 3 common denominators to achieving success. First, champions believe they're worthy of success. They have core values. Second, they believe they can make a difference. They have passion. And third, they believe they can overcome any obstacle or barrier to achieve that goal. They have what I call the mindset of a champion.
Rick Pitino, head coach for the University of Kentucky, has made a career of turning losing teams into champions. Considered one of the best coaches in both college and NBA basketball, Pitino credits Denis's philosophy for his success.
Coaching aspects lead you into a number of different areas. The first thing is you have to understand you're a player's aide. But it's my job to help a player reach his potential, to play to his highest level that he could possibly reach, maybe in something he would dream about, and to make the goals higher than he ever thought that he could reach, and also to raise the self-esteem of the basketball player. That's the only way a young person can reach his potential. Denis Waitley is someone that you can model yourself after. You can take all the positive elements that make Denis tick, bring it upon your life through modeling, and then you'd have a successful person. And that's why Denis is such a good role model.
Denis Waitley's common denominators of being worthy of success, being able to overcome any obstacle, and then putting it all together and understanding that you can make a difference are so important in all our lives.
I first discovered Denis Waitley when I just got out of football coaching. I was beginning my car sales career. I was riding with a customer. I was wishing I were a football coach. The customer had a Denis Waitley tape in, and I heard the words Denis Waitley was saying, and for the first time in my life, I heard that I was still a coach. The principles Denis Waitley teaches give you the blueprint to tap within yourself to become the great champion you want to be, no matter what your field of endeavor is. At Saturn, we've utilized the principles that Denis teaches, and by doing this, we became the #1 selling store in the country. I say,
I say, Saturn! I say, USA!
So WinCom is the quiet company. We are behind the scenes. We promote the best speakers in the world through colleges and universities across the United States. And one of our absolutely favorite speakers is Dr. Denis Waitley. I don't truly feel that it's an exaggeration to say that Denis Waitley is a national treasure.
Linda Engelbarger is a former secretary who applied Denis's principles and followed her passion to become a successful real estate mogul, developing over $1 billion worth of commercial properties. She's also the host of a top-rated syndicated radio show.
Personally, I started out many years ago as a secretary without a college degree, going out into the world not knowing what I was going to do, and rose through the ranks to finance over $1.5 billion of real estate and build and develop a $100 million building. Denis gave me the initiative, the get up and go to say, Linda, anything is possible. And for me to now have him as a guest and friend of my own, the dream come true broadcast show, it's unbelievable, but that's living proof. You can do it. It's risky, but you can do it, and you have help. Denis, you know you've spent a lifetime teaching others around the world how to achieve success and happiness. What is it that has given you this wonderful success?
I had to go out and actually study and find real success in order for me to be successful. I studied coaches like John Wooden of UCLA and Don Shula of the Miami Dolphins. And I studied and worked with our Apollo astronauts and our returning prisoners of war from Vietnam and the Iranian hostages. And I looked at Olympic athletes and began to work with and study Super Bowl champions, and finally got the authentic education, science, and experience of success. I had to find someone I could trust. And that's what I'm committed to in this program, to be the coach, the personal coach that people can trust for real success, the champion within.
Coming up, auto racing's legendary Andretti family, Mario, Michael, and Jeff. Olympic champion Tom Jager. And college basketball's winningest coach, John Wooden. Stay tuned.